I created another universe and... founded Paris.
I won't hold you back. Much. Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Oh, I feel strong. Benny's adventure team, assemble! Oh. Off we go!
The Abyss Order. Enemies of the human race. Even the underground networks rarely come across any information on them. With that said, it was a bit of a hassle, but I managed to dig up a few clues.
Really? That quickly? You really are well connected, Master D. Luke.
Come to think of it, Mr. Big Animo God Barbados, why exactly do you need the help of mere humans?
How do I put it? The Seven, as people now know them, were once known as the Seven Archons. Each Archon presides over their own part of Teyvat. That is the role the Archons play. Only in performing this duty can we attain power. But I don't like the idea of ruling Mondstat, and I don't feel Mondstat would really like it either.
Go forth and establish a city of freedom without rule.
Jean, you're such a devotee. Maybe someone got a little too free and is...
However it may have come to be, I haven't been back to Mondstat for an extended period of time. Without a doubt, I am now the weakest Archon among the Seven. Aw, you flatter me.
Oh, such a humble god. Is it a blessing? But we digress. Let's get back to the topic at hand. We have tracked the Abyss Mage to the vicinity of the winery.
I cannot stress enough how important it is to not let it escape.
By royal decree!
I must leave no...
I summon thee!
Get out of here! Take cover!
Dodge this!
What's this? After the Abyss Mage was defeated, a certain energy dispersed from... It seems that energy was being used to cut off the connection between me and Dvalin. Huh. Do you know of Storm Terror's lair? Of course. I believe the people of... After Dvalin woke up, he took the ancient... As it was with the storms that previously cut Mondstat off from the outside world. But now, as the energy dispersed from the Abyss Mage, I must admit, it should be enough to let us break through the storm barrier and reach Storm Terror's lair.
Which means we're going to confront Dvalin? I'm fine with that. Jean is the one who wishes to avoid any direct confrontation.
No. When there are no other options left, if slaying him is our only choice, I will gladly become the knight that leads the charge.
Fortunately, we have yet to need to go that far.
By that, you...
I mean that the Holy Liar is not our trump card. Our real trump card? The Traveler, of course.
The Traveler?
Correct. But you have a much more prick. The impurities in the tears and the curse that binds Dvalin belong to the same maleficent power, which means...
You tone-deaf bard! Don't you see how crazy this is? You've seen what Dvalin is like when he's ticked off. She'll be swallowed whole before she even gets to lift a finger.
Hey. Nice plan. Worth a shot.
I am with you, honorary knight.
Oh, so we just need to fight monsters from the abyss and a dragon. No pressure.
Humans aren't without their strengths. Let's go.
And so, epic actions of brave heroes finally leads to this 11th hour. It's a miracle!
It's a storm barrier. It looks so dangerous.
Leave it to me. Although this wooden lyre is... I don't need the lyre to break through this kind of storm barrier. Wait. What is that?
Enemy attack! Prepare...
The stage will need to be cleared before I can begin my performance. Generally speaking, such chores are not the concerns of the performer himself.
Wait, what's going on? There shouldn't be any hilly trail camps in the vicinity of Storm Terror's lair.
Let's light it up!
Dodge this!
On, reveal thyself.
Cool it!
Yeah!
Don't push your luck! Dodge this! Cool it! Dodge this!
The hilly trolls usually do not venture into areas. It puts a heavy burden on their bodies.
The Abyss Order must be manipulating them behind the scenes, yet they shouldn't have been able to determine that we would have presumably spreading their forces to halt.
Without further ado, I suppose I can play faster if my only audience is the wind.
It actually opened. You're not entirely useless, tone-deaf bard.
This is it. We are now entering Storm Terror's lair. Watch yourselves. Let's move.
What's the hurry?
Let's light it up!
Cool it!
Steady as stone.
Freeze! How fortunate.
Looks like this is the front gate to Storm Terror's lair. The gate is enormous compared to us. But still, Paimon wonders how Dvalin gets in there with a body that huge.
He doesn't walk in. He flies in.
Oh. You do have a point. It's stuck.
It's stuck.
Hey, check out that roof. Is there a giant hole in it?
I suppose we could make use of that wind current.
Let's make a detour then.
Let's make a detour then. Heading up.
Do you think there will be abyss mages hiding in the ruins? Either way, if we do run into one, we will let the victorious Master Diluc do the...
Do not underestimate them just because I have beaten one of them before. I'm not boasting. I'm simply saying there is more to the Abyss Order than a few mages.
Correct. That's why I tagged along after all. Well, that and also for your safety. Why am I so diligent? Too diligent for a poet, in fact. Couldn't break the curse.
So says the person that made zero effort to search for the dragon tears and drank in the tavern all day. Paimon doesn't get it. What part of you is remotely diligent?
Benny's adventure team, I have failed you.
I must leave no stone unturned.
By royal decree.
Dodge this! Fascinating.
Look, a wind current. It might lead us to the top of the tower.
Catch the wind.
Oh, we can't advance any further. The ruins seem to be guarded by ancient seals.
Is this the work of Dvalin?
No. These ruins were once part of an ancient city. These ruins even predate the existence of the Four Winds. Mondstat is a city without a ruler. It was ruled over by a tyrant. Anyway, I'll sing you that story when
The markings on this seal. If my archaeological knowledge is not mistaken, this appears to be a light act.
If we retrieve and reintegrate all the parts, we should be able to get it working.
We should be close to completing the ceremony for this actuator. Let's put the last part back and see.
Quite the find.
Looks like we're right. There are 3 more.
Which means there are 3 more. I can see one from here. The rest must be
Why did Dvalin pick a place filled with puzzles and sealed?
He doesn't.
Wow, this light actuating ceremony does work magic! It looks like one of the 3 halos above has now become solid ground! Let's start looking for the next puzzle!
Out of the way! That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Cool it!
Oz, reveal thyself!
Dodge this!
Insubordination!
Fascinating.
It seems 2 of the halos have become solid ground. 1 more and the seals at the top of the tower will be broken.
Adventure time! Off we go!
Shadow Raven, let night fall.
No rest for the wicked. Oh, so. Freeze!
Get out of here!
Dodge this!
Ow! Let's light it up!
Cool it!
Steady as stone.
By royal decree. It's done! Paimon thinks we should venture onward from here.
I'm thinking about turning these adventures into songs after we're done. Hopefully, this song will be sung for years to come by the people of Mondstadt.
I have loved that song since I was small. How are you feeling today, Honorary Knight? I am completely prepared and fully confident that we—
Even Master D. Luke accompanied us to the very end, despite only being an accident bystander.
You shared your secret with me, and I only returned your trust to the same extent.
As for Master Jean, what about the tone down?
It's freedom.
Freedom?
When you first arrived at Mondstadt, did no one tell you that Mondstadt is the city of freedom? She really is a child of freedom. Mondstadt is a romantic city without the reign of a king, and its citizens enjoy the most freedom amongst the 7 nations. I hope the dragon that once protected Mondstadt will soon be free too. No one should have deceived him by telling him that Mondstadt betrayed him. And no one should have told him that it was his eternal duty to protect this. He has the right and freedom to choose.
Venti?
Well then, traveler, may the thousands of years of wit, just like the last time, I shall channel animal energy for you.
Oh, no wonder you said his voice.
Look! There are 2 shiny spots on Dvalin's back! They appear to be poisonous blood clots that have coagulated on his wounds. The Abyss Order must have cursed the wounds. That's what's corrupting Dvalin's mind. To save Dvalin, we're going to have to get rid of those blood clots. Aim for those blood clots. Dvalin is getting away, but I'm familiar with his tactics. Just hold on a bit longer. secure Animo from the shots being fired. Shattering them will create acceleration currents. I can't control where they will appear, so keep your eyes peeled. Now we can fight Dvalin on equal grounds. The grandest bard is here to help. But first, let me be clear. Even after hundreds of years without use, Dvalin's teeth and claws are still very dangerous. Yeah! Now's our chance. Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck. Here we go.
Dodge this!
This is Dvalin's ace in the hole. Celestinum Finale Termini.
This dragon has strange taste when it comes to naming things.
I named it for him just now.
Seriously?
Well, anyway, let's ride the wind currents and stay away from the breaking platforms. The energy flooding out from the fishes will be hot. Be sure to watch your step. Now is our chance. Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck.
Freeze!
Yeah!
Leave it up to me. Dodge this!
Here we go! Now's our chance. Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck. Teamwork is dreamwork! Huh?
As a good knight should.
This moment will be frozen.
Time for takeoff.
This place is gonna collapse!
It's been a while since we flew like this together. How, Dvalin?
Just now. Why? Why did you not ask me to protect you like the last time?
Me not wanting you to listen to the Abyss Order doesn't mean that you have to listen to me. Freedom, if demanded of you by an archon, is really no freedom at all.
Is this the power of the Animo Archon? But I am no longer part of the Four Winds.
Even if that's so, you still protected us regardless. Now spread your wings of freedom and go with my blessing.
And so, the Storm Terror threat was quelled. I clarified the misunderstanding to the citizens of Mondstadt, and let them know that they are safe. To them, it seems Storm Terror attacked Mondstadt out of nowhere, and then vanished just as quickly. They must be finding the whole ordeal very confusing.
However, winds change their course. Someday, they will blow towards a brighter future.
You guys are back.
Yep, we're back from...
You just returned yesterday, right? I wonder if I'll ever get an opportunity like that. That doesn't come into it. You guys deserve all the credit for how you resolved this crisis. When I brought you into the city that day, I was just doing my duty as an outrider.
You're welcome. But have you been waiting for us here this whole time?
Of course not. Just because I'm not out on the front line doesn't mean I don't have work to do. In fact, I'm dealing with
Aftermath.
While Master Jean was away, the monsters lurking nearby made a coordinated... Fortunately, we weren't completely taken by surprise.
Oh, yeah! Paimon remembers when we first...
Exactly. And if we hadn't started making preparations back then, Mondstadt... Me too. But I have a... Hilly churls aren't usually capable... Our best guess is that the...
They've taken over the Hilly Churls.
That's right. And since I'm the outright... I'm sorry. You should be celebrating... I promised to take you... There's no time like the present, right?
You bet! You may have
Awesome, let's go! It's been way too long since I last ate a sticky honey roast myself. Wait for me at Good Hunter. I'll be right there. I just have to clean up here real quick. Ta-da! 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 Everything's ready. Let's go! Let's...
Once, there was a glorious kingdom established among the heavens. From that kingdom came a crowned heir, tasked with seeking out the Genesis Pearl from the kingdom of darkness. The first crowned heir began her journey of seeking the pearl. But she was deceived, and the memory of her noble origins faded. She now believed that she was the queen of the kingdom of darkness. But take heart. A second crowned heir had already taken up the path where the first had stumbled. This is the story of your journey, of your tale to be told.
I create...
Off we go!
Here, Crisis, Adventurers Guild! Roll up, youngsters. Join... What? The Storm Terror threat is resolved? Storm Terror...
Long live the many trade routes have closed due... I hope they get the...
So Storm Terror's true identity is Dvalin. Every cloud has a silver lining. For that, we have... As long as we have the night...
Greetings!
Why so cold? I've always thought that we enjoy quite the intimate... It seems you're to bask in...
sweet talking
Nonsense. I speak... Me? Nothing. On the contrary, that's why I'm here. Somewhere quiet.
So what you thinking?
The Abyss Order. A dragon wreaks havoc in Mondstadt, and the acting Grand Master leaves the city to combat the threat. Strategically, if you were the Abyss Order, would you squander this gold to get to the bottom of it? Then came the day you made all hell break loose in Storm Terror's lair. Just as the Hilly Troll that same day, I saw shadowy figures.
Inside this...
Well, all the other knights were outside, fighting except for me, of course. And through various means, I managed to gather some rather interesting... The situation is this. The Abyss Order...
The Abyss Order has a...
Yes.
What exactly did you have to...
Let's just say there's more. The Abyss Order has a name for this leader. Now, I'm sorry to cut this intelligence briefing. I think she's still angry with me for my absence.
1 minute I see Kaya, the next he slipped away. Clear sign of a guilty conscience. I agree. But let's forget about him. Hi, Sarah.
Which should I choose?
Today's recommendation... Now the storm terror.
Paimon thinks it's time to leave Mondstadt and keep looking.
Huh, really? Oh, hey, don't feel down. That's the spirit. All right, now let's eat.
That was good. No,
Of course. Well, I don't trust myself in the kitchen. You can always trust me with the menu. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Jean's waiting for you at the cathedral. It's something to do with...
This is Barbara, the deaconess of the church. She is...
May the Animo Archon protect you. I'm not really in a position to speak compared to our acting Grand Master, but I still want to thank you all on behalf of all of Mondstadt for your assistance. Fortunately, everything was resolved peacefully. I can't imagine...
Now the Fatui have no choice but to keep their mouths shut. They must be annoyed that things didn't turn out as planned for them. This time, they even lost their best excuse to pressure. Diplomatically speaking, they gained nothing. And on the contrary...
Sounds like quite the story. We cannot ask you to keep defending the liar forever. The Seneschal has been pressing me for a while now.
we, did bring it with us.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not here to collect rent. The church has always received special... The Holy Liar! Lord Barbados! Even if I atone for these sins for the rest of my life, it would still not be enough!
Oh, give it here.
How could this Holy Liar, but how?
Huh? Let Paimon see.
No. I don't know how you managed to fix it, but you'll never touch the liar again.
We, really should get going. That trick I used to repair the Holy Liar. I mean, the magic I used isn't going to hold forever, you know.
What? Tone deaf, Bard! Hey, don't go!
At last, Mondstadt's rodent ruler in the flesh. Scurrying through the streets looking for leftovers? Mondstadt calls this a god?
Resident rodent beats invasive vermin.
Don't you dare speak back to me, insolent bard. Absentee Archon of Mondstadt. How impotent you've become.
That smirk you wear looks out of place. Did you steal it from your master's face?
Should have held your tongue. So, this is a gnosis,
Wouldn't be
caught dead wearing this ugly thing in public.
Beauty is a waste when the beholder has no taste.
Fenty!
Well, we have what we came here for. Come, before our dear Favonian friends arrive. Leave nothing for them to find.
say he's alright. I found you lying unconscious outside the cathedral. That bard awakened first, but strangely, this is the first time I've encountered such a patient. But he just said, it's completely normal, and then got up and left the cathedral.
He left?
The symbol of Mondstadt's hero. That's what he said. I wanted to stop him, but Jean, I mean, Master Jean, said to let him leave.
Paimon remembers Venti heal. It's probably due to the connection.
The wind amongst the branches is good. I love the way it smells. I said the exact same thing last time. So you noticed. This isn't something I'm meant to discuss. As you know, visions are external magical foci that only a small minority of people possess. They use these visions to... In truth, every wielder of a vision is one who can attain godhood and ascend to Celestia. We call such people allogenes.
Allogenes? Paimon's never heard of them.
That's because this is a secret that only archons are privy to. We don't need primitive tools like visions. Instead, each archon has an internal magical focus that resonates directly with Celestia. It's just a glowing glass ball I carry around to...
So who was that nasty woman?
Her name is Signora, number 8 of the Harbingers. She and the rest of the Harbingers have been given godlike executive authority by the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya.
The Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya?
Indeed. She is one of the 7. The Tsaritsa who reigns from the Zeppel... The 7 don't always get along well, but still. I never thought that she would plot... how should I put this? 500 years ago, I knew her well. But I can't... You see, a certain catastrophe happened 500 years ago. But we can save discussion of the Cryo-Archon and the Fatui for... If you seek the... You should head for Mondstadt's neighboring nation of Liu. He only descends once every year to get...
Even so, it sounds like he works
In any case, this year's rite of descension is soon to...
What? Oh, why didn't you tell us before?
One moment, Windborn Outlander. Just use it gratefully, traveler. The birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa. The destination is not everything. So before you reach the end, great. So, that... If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not all. Well then, best be off to Liu.